Hey, what's up everybody? And hope you guys are having a good afternoon. So today, I've got a special guest for my video, which is my dad. So we're gonna be trying out single batch, small origin, artisan chocolate found here in Jinja.
Boy, that's a mouthful.
Yeah, so we're gonna be rating them from 1 to 8. We have 8 different types to try. The best will be on this side with the worst on this side.
How do you know they're the best or the worst already?
So we're gonna be rating them based on the texture, the flavor, and the price of each chocolate. So first we are going to be trying the 85% dark chocolates. So
Okay.
what do we have? Which 2 types do we have?
We got honey chocolate 85%, and then we have equator chocolate 85%. Honey 85%. Here it goes. I kind of let it melt in your mouth a little bit.
Mmm.
The mouth has to be hotter to warm it up. Feels like I'm eating cocoa.
All right, this one's good. It's a little bit bitter. Yeah,
Yeah, it's kind of got a chalky.
tastes a little like just like raw cocoa.
Yeah,
Almost.
it does. Kind of like when you're making hot cocoa and you just put the cocoa.
Yeah,
Not much sugar in it. Not very sweet.
yeah.
And,
But still, very
it's
interesting.
very brittle. When I broke it, it's very brittle,
Very brittle.
and it leaves a lot of little flakes and stuff. So it's
Yeah, it feels kind of flaky in your mouth almost.
got a slight kind of burnt taste almost. But
Yeah, I
it
noticed
might
a little
just be
bit of
that
that.
batch. Okay, ready for the equator chocolate?
So
Equator chocolate,
Equator.
smaller pieces.
Smaller pieces than the other one.
Almost need them warm. You know, if they were like warm, they would be more easier to taste. Dark chocolate's kind of that way. Dark chocolate needs to be kind of warmed in a. This one kind of has more creaminess, at least to me. Still bitter.
Yeah, this
Real
one's again bitter like the other one. I think the texture's a little bit better.
Yeah.
It's not quite as flaky.
Little kind of smoother.
Yeah. It feels a little bit more like burnt, like more cooked than the other one though.
I like it better. Yeah, as far as the 85%, the equator
So I think
chocolate.
as far as 85% dark chocolate goes, I think the equator wins. So we're gonna put it on this side of the table with
Right there.
honey being
Yeah.
next place.
Yeah, on the 85. All right, now we've got the 70%.
So 70% we've got. Which types do we got?
We got the honey. Again, honey makes a 70% single origin batches. Then we got equator again, the equator chocolate 70. I think it's 72. Yeah, 70. And then moonbeam, and this one is a black pearl chocolate. It's the most expensive one on the table. So let's see if it tastes like the most expensive on the table.
All right.
Start with the honey. All right. 70% chocolate. No, I don't really like to chew them up. I'd rather they melted in my mouth, but I can tell that these are sweeter. I mean, can you tell a little sweet? 85% was kind of.
This one's significantly sweeter than the 85%. I feel like it's got a better texture. It's not quite as flaky almost.
No.
But this one's got a little bit like a burnt again. I'm noticing a
Like a wood, almost kind of like a barky,
Yeah.
woodsy,
sort of
you know,
feel.
kind of feel, yeah, taste to it. All right, let's try the equator one. Get a full of that. Boy, I got a big piece right here. Yum.
All right. Equator 70.
I feel like we should have done this on like a hot, like
On a hot sunny day.
like the middle of the day, where they would sit out here in the sun. There'd be like some
Nice
warm
and
out.
warm.
So
Oh, I
this
really
one's
like
a
this
lot creamier.
This one's got an
Milky.
amazing texture. Very soft.
Very soft, and good. I mean,
Really
I don't get any of those
nice.
kind of
Harsh.
barky.
I don't get any harsh sort of things. It's really smooth. It feels really good in your mouth.
It does.
Very
And it
balanced.
leaves a good aftertaste.
I
that
really
equator
like that.
one, I almost want some more of that. That's really good.
That is really good.
All right, let's try the moonbeam. That one is 72%, and it lives up to its price. Now they make a whole bunch of different flavored chocolates. They make ones infused with lemongrass, or ones with gooseberry in them. Kind of some Ugandan products that go inside the chocolate. This one's just a plain. I mean, they're 70% dark chocolate, but The other ones have stuff in them. I haven't tried those yet, again, because the price of that chocolate kind of keeps me away from it. But
Now this one's good. It has a good texture, like the Equator one, but it doesn't have quite as much.
I'm tasting kind of like an aftertaste, like almost like a blueberry.
Yeah, sort of like a fruity taste almost.
Yeah, there's some kind of fruitiness to it. That kind of lingers in your mouth. You didn't have the honey was a very dry, cocoa-y,
very like outdoors sort of taste.
You know, I think of the three of these. These two are both really good, but I like the Equator one just from a pure chocolate. This one tastes like
it's got like some sort of fruity
something else in it.
So,
but these two are both good, but I think I'd have to go with the Equator myself. Too.
Yeah, I agree with you. So we're putting Equator as the best for the 70% chocolate.
And I like 70% more than the 85. The 85 is kind of like sucking on cocoa. I mean,
it's a little bit stronger.
Dry and not very...
So I'd say based on chocolate, this one is our #1 bar so far.
Yeah, I've liked them.
So let's put that one in #1.
All right, that's #1.
I think the Moonbeam would probably be #2.
Yeah, that gets #2. Then the Equator, 85%. This honey...
It has not been amazing.
70 is better than the 85. That's kind of my lineup.
Yeah, I think you're right.
I'd go with the Equator.
Equator 70.
The Moonbeam 72. The Equator 85. The Honey 70, and then the Honey 85 is at the bottom of the barrel. Now we got Equator also makes a white chocolate. Now again, it's hard to compare.
Sort of different.
Yeah, different, but just add that sweet. I know it's going to be sweet. It's about 30%. A lot of milk in that, I think, or milk, or whatever they cream.
However they make white chocolate, this is it.
Yeah. I mean, because the cocoa comes straight like black, like dark, like that. Cocoa
color.
Right, and this is white. I don't know how they.
So this one is a lot sweeter than any of the other chocolates so far.
I feel like I almost want to mix this with the 80, like if I
took
some
sort of like chocolate.
No, if I took the 85% and mixed them, wow, that's really good.
This one's a lot more soft than the other ones too. It's not as crunchy.
Boy, it melts in your...
It bends, but it's not brittle.
It's really good to mix with the dark chocolate with the 85%. Really
so it's kind of hard to compare with the other ones. I think I'd like it better than the 85% dark.
But I don't think I could eat a whole bar sitting. I could eat that 70%.
Too sweet.
I could eat the whole bar, but this one is
it's a little bit sweet. It's really strong milk flavor almost.
It makes me want to go back to other chocolate. All right.
Yeah.
What else do we got?
That one's good. So now we've got the Bournville made by Cadbury.
In South Africa. And now these are like commercial chocolates. We do get them around here. They're African because made in South Africa, but they're the large batch, not single origin. Kind of, you're one in the middle. Now the big ones, I've had them before, and I think there's a difference in flavor. Let's see.
So we're going to find out if there's a difference between the small bar and the giant sized bar.
All right. Well, wow, that's like a rock in my mouth. No, that has a completely different chocolate flavor. You know,
completely different from all the other ones.
I mean, these all really taste like that cocoa. And this kind of has that, even though there's that process.
It tastes sort of processed. It's really hard. Its texture is really melty. Like it melts almost immediately.
It tastes a little more candy-ish.
Yeah. It does not taste as raw. It definitely tastes processed.
Yeah. And it doesn't leave you actually in your mouth, even though it's a dark chocolate. I'm not sure after tasting these other dark chocolates, like a real dark chocolate. Huh. Well, let's see if there's any different. Well, it's kind of fresh in my mouth, this smaller bar. I feel like I just ate like a whole bar of chocolate. Different.
Yep.
It's sitting here. I'm glad we don't have 30 different kinds of chocolate to take in smaller pieces.
So this one has the same sort of texture in my mouth as the other one. The same crunchy process.
But actually there's a slightly different flavor. I don't know if you can grasp that. I can taste it. I like the smaller ones better.
So what do you think makes it different?
I think the big one has more of this waxy
sort of
to
taste.
it. Yeah, yes. Kind of like, and the smaller one's got a little bit more of the dark chocolate. But I don't want to end on that. You know, when I taste that, I'm going to put these on the bottom. That big one's on the bottom. But I don't know if you agree. I don't know if you want to hire.
They're just not as good as the raw, sort of really nice flavored chocolate.
But when you go too high on the cocoa, when you go up to these 85%, you almost get
It's
too
really
much.
strong, and
Yeah.
the texture's really flaky.
Yeah, this creamy. Let's end on a good note. What about this 70?
So this is still the Equator 70.
I think we need another opinion. Come on over here, Elijah. Come and get another opinion. Man, good chocolate like this, you just gotta share. Go, way to go, buddy. Yeah.
Yeah.
And well, huh?
Good.